Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to use both the quotient and the product rule to simplify logarithmic expressions. So let's look at this first problem. Given that x and y are real, positive numbers, that's important, rewrite log base 3 of x over y in an equivalent form using the quotient rule. We can take the numerator here, so we can do the log base 3 of the numerator x, and then subtract log base 3 of the denominator y. And that would be an equivalent form using the quotient rule. Let's try another one. All right, so problem 2. Given that x and y are real positive numbers, rewrite log base 4 of 64x over 16y into an equivalent form using the quotient rule and the product rule. Okay, so let's start with the quotient rule first. So we're going to rewrite this as log base 4 of 64x minus log base 4 of 16y. Okay, so that's using the quotient rule, and now we have 64 times x and 16 times y, so we can separate this. So the first part I'm going to let's put it in parentheses. So we have log base 4 of 64 plus log base 4 of x, and then we're going to subtract log base 4 of 16 plus log base 4 of y. Okay, that's using the product rule. Now we want to look at log base 4 of 64. Well, if I multiply 4 times 4 times 4, that equals 64. So notice we have 1, 2, 3 4s here. So log base 4 of 64 is going to be 3. So we'll have 3 plus, we still have log base 4 of x and then we're subtracting now log base 4 of 16. Well, if I do 4 times 4, that's equal to 16. So we have two 4's multiplied together, so log base 4 of 16 is 2, plus then log base 4 of y. So we can rearrange a few things here. We can do 3 minus 2, that's going to be 1. Okay, so we'll cross those off as we go, just to know that we used them. Then plus log base 4 of x, and then we have minus log base 4 of y. Okay, so that is an equivalent expression here, but maybe you have a different multiple choice and you want to now reuse the quotient rule and put this back into one logarithm. You might do that. So you could do 1 plus log base 4 of x over y, like so, also. Okay, let's keep going. Let's try another one. All right, this next one. Given that x, y, and z are real positive numbers, rewrite log base 5 of 125 xy over 625z into an equivalent form using both the quotient and product rules. So let's start with the quotient rule. So we're going to do log base 5 of 125xy and then subtract log base 5 of 625z Okay, so let's now use product rule here. So I'm going to change this first part to log base 5 of 125 plus log base 5 of x plus log base 5 of y. And we're going to subtract off, let's just bring the parentheses down here, log base 5 of 625 plus log base 5 of z. Okay, so let's figure out log base 5 of 125. Well, I'm just going to make room in this corner here, do 5 times 5 times 5. Well, that equals 125. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5. So log base 5 of 25 is going to be 3. Plus we've got log base 5 of x plus log base 5 of y. Okay, and then we're going to subtract log base 5 of 625. Well, to get 625, we have to multiply 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That's going to equal 625. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to subtract 4 here. Plus log 5 of z. Okay, so let's start with 3 minus 4. That's going to give us negative 1. Then we still have plus log 5 of x plus log 5 of y. Let's cross these off as we go. So we use that one, that one, that one, and that one. And now we're subtracting log base 5 of z. Now we could leave it like that. That's an equivalent expression. Or we could reuse the product in the quotient rules and rewrite this as minus 1 plus, now this part here, let's group this part together. So this first part could be a group. So we'd have log base 5 of xy, and then we're subtracting log base 5 of z, and then we could group this back together using the quotient rule. So we could write this as negative 1 plus log base 5 of xy over z. So all equivalent forms here. Okay, one more. Let's try one more. All right, last one. Given that x and y are real positive integers, rewrite log base 2 of 32x times 16 over 4y into an equivalent form using the quotient and the product rule. So we'll start with the quotient rule. We'll start with log base 2 of 32x times 16 minus log base 2 of 4y. Okay, let's group these together. So let's do product rule now. We'll group this first part here into a parenthesis. So I'll say log base 2 of 32 plus log base 2 of x, because 32 is multiplied by x, plus log base 2 of 16 minus, then we'll group this together. So we'll do log base 2 of 4 plus log base 2 of y. Okay, so we've got to figure out how many 2's we multiply together to get 32. So if I do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. So we've got top here, we've got 5 plus, we still got log base 2 of x. Then we've got to figure out what log base 2 of 16 is. So if I do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that's 4 2's. So plus 4. Okay, then we're going to subtract log base 2 of 4. That's just 2 times 2, so 2 2's. So 2 plus log base 2 of y. Okay, so let's combine. We have 5 plus 4 minus 2. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. We'll cross this, this, and this out because we used them. And then plus log base 2 of x minus log base 2 of y. So cross this off and that off. And now we could just finish this up by using the quotient rule to rewrite this here back into just one logarithm. So we could do 7 plus log base 2 of x over y. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please give a like and subscribe. And if you have questions, leave comments in the comments below.